Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And we are here today to review, kind of give you our bottles of the year so far.
Yeah. So basically, we're getting ready to go. If you're new to bourbon, we're literally, September is the start of allocation season, basically. And that's when all the BTACs come out, the Pabbies come out, the Wild Turkey Master Keep, those come out. We should have already had one Stag Junior, so I'm guessing maybe we'll get two Stag Juniors now in the fall. Since
Twin pack.
Yeah, I know. We haven't gotten one yet. So basically, what Dave and I kind of talked about doing, and we've honestly noticed a lot of other people doing the same thing, we're going to do our best bourbons of the year for 2021 so far.
So really these are just ones that we like. The ones that we have gone through the year so far and just have been like, I really like this.
And this is going to be stuff that is newer to us in the sense, and some of it's, I'm actually looking at it right now, it's basically all allocated.
Not really.
Ish.
There's a few that
we got a
allocated.
couple that's like not allocated, but maybe a little hard to find.
Sure.
But you know what, though? That's just where we're at with our list. So,
yeah.
No shame in that.
I mean, sometimes those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones. We've also had a really good year so far.
Sure.
And I don't know if I said how many bottles we were going to have. We have 12 bottles right now. I don't know what the list is going to look like. I don't know how we're going to break it down. We haven't really discussed that. But we just have 12 bottles that we really enjoy so far right now. And, we want to share.
And so we're gonna book through these because we don't we don't need to make a huge long video. But these are ones that if you get an opportunity and you see it somewhere, it might be worth picking up or at least trying somewhere. My first one. And this is I've never even heard of Doc Swinson's before. I bought this first. This is actually my second bottle. This is his Alter Ego stuff, and this one is finished in a sherry and cognac cask, and it's just a good drinker. It's 95 proof, and it's just one that I can pour and drink, and it's got a great sweetness to it. And I just really enjoy it. As a matter of fact, I really don't know anything about Doc Swinson's at all, other than that I enjoy it. I stopped by the Blind Pig, shameless plug for the Blind Pig in Bardstown. Great little shop. I like the guy in there is just a super nice dude.
You show him the bottle.
Yeah. Here, sorry. Apologies.
No, it's fine.
And
you're just sitting there holding on.
So I picked up the first bottle because we were going to Virginia to see a friend. And I wanted to take something different that maybe he'd never seen before, and I had never seen this, so I picked it up. We drank almost that whole bottle while we were up in Virginia, and so I was down in Bardstown again and just went in to see if he had some more. He happened to have it, and I picked it up. I just really enjoy it, so
sure,
it's a good bottle.
I haven't had a whole lot of it, honestly, before. I've had Doc Swinson before, but I haven't had a whole lot of it. The more I'm having of it, though, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
So this is going to be complicated. So I'm putting Oak Carter up here. I'm putting batch 8 right now because I don't know how we're going to do it because there's like 3 bottles of Oak Carter I really like this year, and I don't want to just add a whole bunch of Oak Carter to the list. So I just put one up here for now. We'll figure it out later.
The mini.
Yeah, exactly. But really, the Oak Carter releases, I don't know if I would say they're as good as what some of these early releases were or are, but they're so good. They're older MGP. Love that older MGP stuff. And and the crazy thing is they kind of like, even whenever they first come out, you'll see them, and then they like re-release them, or places where they don't sell, they put them back out in places that they sell. So you can actually kind of find this here and there. Not consistently, not all the time, but like surprisingly, walked into the store the other day, saw a bottle of it. I'm like, yes, sir, I'll take one, please.
Yes, please.
Yeah, just how it works.
Okay.
So,
my next one is the Barrel Seagrass. You all, if you've watched this channel at all, know that I am not a huge rye lover. I am slowly but surely, I think, going over to the rye side. But this one right here,
we're massaging that.
Yeah, we're
getting
there. This right here is the quirkiest rye I've ever had, and I feel like that's the only real word that you say for it is quirky.
Yeah.
And because it was quirky, it's memorable, and so I really enjoyed it, and it kind of set the tone for the rest of the ryes that I kind of have been trying this year.
It's one of the most unique bottles that I think you can find. It's just wild. It's not like, well, I don't want to say it's like complicated, but it's just really kind of wild with the apple and stuff on there that you get a lot of, probably more apricot, however you want to word that.
Potato.
Yeah, exactly. So let's see. I guess this would be number what? 3, 4? 4. Sam Houston 15-year. By the way, we're saying 4. This is in no particular order.
No.
Except for maybe like the very last one. But
it has an unfair advantage.
It does have an unfair advantage. But we're putting Sam Houston 15-year, and this is the batch number 2 of Kentucky. So the unique thing with with Sam Houston, they put out different batches per different states. You can kind of go back and forth on what you think's the best and worst, whatever. These are hitters. These are really, really good. They're a little pricey at like $150, but they are. It's just really good. You can get a lot of good fruit, a lot of good maple off this. It's just, and it's also something that you can somewhat reasonably find.
You can find it.
And I'm kind of looking on the list right now, and this is like the last 4 that you can kind of like reasonably find.
Yes.
So
you can reasonably find that one for sure. This one has been probably the talk of the year so far, I would say.
Sure.
Is the Russell Reserve 13. Matter of fact, this morning, Wild Turkey released about 100 to 150 bottles. 150 bottles this morning. Got a phone call from Zach that said, "Hey, Wild Turkey, I'm going over. You might want to come." So I live in Mount Washington. I live about an hour away from Wild Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
Got my car. Actually, I was in my car, punched in the GPS, and just started going.
And I got there soon.
And I got there probably 6 or 8 minutes too late in order to get one. This is probably my unicorn of the year that I want to find, that I want to get, and I just I just had no luck at all. But it is a fantastic bourbon.
It's great. I mean, it might be the new best release of the year potentially. I know we haven't had a lot of like, the new Stag Juniors and stuff like that, but I think that bottle, it's an awesome fruit bomb. And yeah, it's great. And also, if you're friends with Dave, he will literally take a Glen, pour about half of it in there, as much as he can.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I literally watched it, and he looked at me and was like, "My bad, maybe." All right, so now we're gonna go to Old Forester Barrel Strength Rye. Now, I went back and forth on this bottle a little bit because I love this bottle. I still don't know if it met my expectations I had for it, but I really still do really enjoy this bottle. And I've gotten a couple other ones. And the nice thing is the profile of them are all very similar. There's one that's still like a little bit sweeter than the other ones I've had, but they're new. They're Old Forester, which we obviously love, and it's a really nice barrel strength rye. It's
nice.
Yeah, and you don't even like rye, and you like it.
It was good.
So,
I'm gonna bring the twins out this time.
Yeah,
this is the 117 series, the Angel Share and the Warehouse K, which I still say they fell short on the name for Warehouse K. I know Warehouse K has the mystique and all that good stuff, but they could have done so much better with the name. I mean, High Angel Share is like this. It's just like a really pleasant thing. It's like, oh, like this thing wants to float up in the air, which it should because it's very, very good. But the name just Warehouse K just kind of falls short. But that does not discount the bourbon that is inside of it.
Oh, good. So is the bourbon good inside?
It is.
That's the important thing, folks.
And we've reviewed both of these. Would just say that this one feels more like a dessert bourbon. This one feels more like a dinner. Like you know that you're drinking this one.
Yeah. Now, and the Angel Share, I think, is still our favorite.
Yes.
I will say, I had a little bit more of that Warehouse K the other night.
And they keep saying the more it opens up, the more the better it gets.
It's really good. I'll say this right now. I think that if it's not the Russell Reserve 13-year, I think this is the best new thing that's came out.
My hope is there's a third one to this.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
You never know.
Never know.
To the batch one.
Sure. No doubt. All right. So now that we're basically knocking all the Wild Turkey and Old Forester out, let's finish it up with Russell's 2003. This I've looked for a very, very long time, getting any of this type of expression. Was lucky enough to get one of these this year. Was lucky enough to go on a tasting at Wild Turkey to get one. This is so awesome. It's totally different than any other Russell. It's very low proof. Yes, I understand all of that. But and this is also the last of the batch. I think of what it was. It was like 104 or 107, whatever the proof they put into it. And it's literally what I'm drinking right now. They are legitimately just fantastic.
It is.
So,
yes.
So good.
Fan. The Boone County single barrel 8-year. Again, it's cask strength. It's Boone County. I don't feel like Boone County ever gets really.
I was going to say
kudos.
We sleep on Boone County.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we sleep on
even the small batch is good.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's really great. The cask strength is phenomenal. I haven't had any of their finishes or whatever, but I've had their rye and their cask strengths.
Yeah.
And they're great. And the crazy thing is they always have them at the distillery, it seems like.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't say always. But every time I've ever just drove by going up to Cincinnati, pull off, I can stop in, I can get a bottle. It's like less than $100 too.
And it's good.
Yeah. They're fantastic.
You will not be disappointed with the Boone County.
No.
At all.
Now this is one of my newest bottles I've gotten here lately. This is the Heaven Hill Bourbon Experience. This is a new tour / tasting, I guess we would say tasting, at Heaven Hill. I think it's called Bottle Your Own Bourbon. And I went down with a couple of friends of mine, and we went through this tour, and you had the option of getting the Elijah Craig, the Larceny, and these are all barrel proof. And Bernheim, whatever, that was hot garbage. It's like, don't get it. And then this one, like a William Heavenly Hill barrel strength at 129.6, 8-year. It just crushes. It's so good. It's so different.
It's a heavy hitter too.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Yeah,
like whenever
it hits.
I kind of went back and forth because I really liked that Elijah Craig. Honestly, it was the best Elijah Craig I've had all year, and I've had batch A and B. And again, this is great, and they only have 10 barrels of it. So if you have the opportunity, if you can go to Heaven Hill, go to Heaven Hill. Because you can get this. They only have 10 barrels. So at least that's what they said on their website. Anyways, when they
only have 10 barrels to the public, then they have another 10 barrels.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hidden somewhere else.
So awesome bottle, Heaven Hill, crushed it. What do you got?
All right, so this is probably my favorite.
Ooh, you're gonna say that's your favorite?
I think it's between this and the last one.
Here we go.
Is the President's Choice 18?
Yeah, 18.
It is just a wonderful expression. I mean, whatever they did in this just made it's like perfection.
Whatever magic that Jackie sprinkled on that.
This one is magic.
It crushes.
16 is good.
Yep.
19 is good. 17 is okay. I think because
it's good.
It's good. It's just
it doesn't live up to the expectation.
No, it's just completely different than the rest of those.
Yeah.
And so but this 18 is just, it's wonderful. I don't have any other words to say besides it. It's just, it's like perfection in a bottle. So it probably,
in my opinion, probably beats everything. We haven't blind any of this stuff, so we don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably the second best bottle we have on our list. Secretly, I put it second to last. So
yeah,
it's awesome. They really crushed it. I have other President's Choice that I think some of the other stuff on this list it would be would lose to it, but that one crushes it.
Yeah, this one's.
And then our last one.
Truthfully, this is probably the best one, but good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Good luck finding most of these, but
yeah, I have friends right now who are trying to look for it on secondary, and like they're offering stupid amounts of money, and they can't get it. All right, now this one might be kind of a cheat, but
it is.
We'd be lying if I wouldn't say it's probably the best bottle it is the best bottle we've reviewed all year. I think, at least in my opinion.
You're right. It really is.
It's a King Kentucky. Like you pretty much don't get better in a lot of ways than a King Kentucky. Like it just crushes all. Like that's why it's so expensive on the secondary. That's why it's so hard to get. It's only in lotteries, basically, where you can find it.
It's expensive on its own. $200.
Well, yeah, $250 on its own is not cheap.
No,
but if you could buy it for $250,
I'd have bought it yesterday.
Bought it all day.
Yeah.
Buy every single one you got. So yeah, But that's basically the list. And I'm sitting here looking right now, and we obviously have a lot of Wild Turkey, Forester, but Brown-Forman just crushing it in general.
Yeah, they're doing good work.
Yeah,
especially in 2021.
Yeah,
we'll see what 2022 brings, but 2021 has been a good year for Brown-Forman.
Yeah, I mean they've done really well so far. And Wild Turkey, give Wild Turkey credit too.
Yeah,
they have also done a really great job, and their Master Keep still has to come out, that toasted barrel. So
yeah, let's see what the toasted does.
Has to be better than that Basil Hayden.
Oh
toasted.
Yes, it definitely does. So if you think something needs to be on this list, by all means, please comment, leave us a message, and let us know what you think needs to be on this list that we left out. Because I'm sure that there are some things that we left out that are worth being on this list, that are really, really good.
Sure.
Elijah Craig barrel strengths are really, really good. Even the toasted barrel is really good. I mean, there's several different things that probably deserve to be on this list.
Yeah,
but
we still got a lot of time too between what we'll be able to hunt for and get, and everything else. So
that Michter's Toasted is on the horizon.
Oh, I know.
The Michter's Toasted is on the horizon. Like you're already seeing messages on Facebook about it, so everybody's going to be super hype about it.
That's so true.
And hopefully it's going to be good. I mean, Michter's usually does pretty good work, so
we're hoping.
Well, tell them where they can find us.
All right. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button in the bottom right-hand corner, and then go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can see our content. Normally, we've been pretty good about 2 videos a week so far. Yeah. So, even through in a little bonus here and there whenever we catch a special release somewhere. And then once you've done that, go over to our Facebook page at Bourbon Kingdom. Give us a like and follow over there. Try to post whenever we find cool stuff, either in the area or if there's news breaking about any kind of release or anything else like that. Try to keep everybody informed and happy.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, till next time, we'll see you.
Peace.